today, right here, right now. I'll love again. I've already found someone today, right here, right now. I'll love again. I've already found someone. I can't sing that. Just gonna hurt his feelings. Today, tonight, I think we're going to talk about relationships. I guess I just wanted to talk about some stuff that has recently been on my mind, and a lot of it has to do with relationships. For me, love hasn't always been something that has been easy. It's always been something that's been really challenging for me, actually. For whatever reason, I just don't seem to have very much luck in that field and stuff. Not really because, a lot of it is just because of, just low self-esteem, I guess, in a sense, or just, a lot of demons that I felt like I had to fight at very unfortunate times, I guess, when I was, involved with certain people, and I just kind of ended up taking out those demons on those people in a sense and stuff. Not really I am gonna have to be bold and say that I have my toxic tendencies, and in the past and stuff, I will say that I had my fair share of blame for why things went wrong between me and certain people. But something else that I would also say, is that I feel like I've grown a lot more since those times, and I feel like I've grown a lot more because of those experiences and stuff, and they've kind of in a weird way shaped me into the kind of person that I am right now, which is somebody that is always trying to learn and grow and stuff, and learn from past mistakes and stuff. And a lot of people from my past probably do not think of me fondly. A lot of them maybe feel like they might have dodged a bullet in a way, or some of them really just did not deserve me, and I gave way too much of myself away to the wrong people a lot, and to the point where I don't even know why I did that and stuff. I just was always, I just kind of always seem to end up in a lot of situationships where I'm overgiving and the other person is just not really doing anything and stuff. I mean, I'll say that that's part of my romantic history and stuff. I mean, whatever. That's just kind of my thing that I have to deal with and stuff. And yeah, I don't even know where I was really going with all that. But basically, as you can probably tell, yeah, I have a lot of emotional baggage. And it's taken a lot for me to get to the point where I am right now, where I am a lot more, I guess, detached, in not a cold sense, but just in a sense of just I'm trying to work on myself. I'm trying to build my own life right now, kind of where I am in my life and stuff. Maybe part of me kind of does want to settle down, in a sense of just finding my roots and just really cultivating my own community for myself and stuff, and just really building upon my own life, you know. I think that that's kind of like a nice place to be, and I think maybe cultivating that kind of space for myself is where I am right now in my life and stuff. And it's just kind of like, I mean, if you're not going to contribute to that and stuff, and if you're just going to like kind of like distract or take away from it and stuff, then it's just kind of like, I don't think that I can really like, I don't think that I can really take on that kind of energy right now and stuff, where it feels like I'm chasing, or like I'm being desperate, or I'm being like I'm like begging for someone's attention or validation and stuff like that. That's just not how I want to feel right now. And I feel like I felt like that a lot in the past, and I just don't want to feel like that anymore. I want to say that I've changed and stuff, and I don't want to be like that same like kind of desperate, needy person that I used to be. I want to be the new me and stuff, which is somebody that has a lot more self-respect and doesn't like let people just talk to him in any kind of way and stuff. Because I used to just kind of like tolerate a lot of disrespect in the past, and I'm done doing that now. So if you like kind of see me with like a whole new attitude, that's why. Because I think about that now, like all those times where I just allowed myself to be disrespected, or I allowed myself to be used in a sense, or I allowed myself to be like fucking even abused, or I allowed myself to just be taken advantage of, or just totally neglected and stuff like that. All those things. And I look back on those things, I just get like mad, because I feel like if I was the person I am now back then, I would have made totally different decisions than I did. But like back then, that's the kind of energy that I was in and stuff, was like that needy, desperate energy and stuff. So that was, I guess, I don't want to say like all the guys and stuff that because I've really, like, again, like if you don't know, like I'm bisexual and stuff, but I've really only kind of been involved with guys in my life and stuff. Like there's this one girl that I've thought about and stuff, but I'm not sure. I guess like right now, like my headspace has been like in a lot of with a lot of men especially, and you know, I'm not going to say that all the men in my life and stuff, like I'm not going to try to, like, some of them probably deserve to be dragged and stuff, but like a lot of them, it's just like, you know, it just didn't work out, and I don't want to be mad at them. But other people, you know, I deserve to be mad. Like I deserve to be mad, I deserve to be upset. But I also don't want to carry on that kind of anger anymore and stuff. Like I really just kind of want to like let all that go and just live in the present and stuff, because I've had a heavy past, and I want to let all of that go and stuff, you know, all of it, all the things that I used to like judge myself for and stuff, like, you know. And I guess another thing that might be kind of like, I mean, I feel like it just gets kind of like frowned upon and stuff, but it really is just part of my romantic history. But I seem to attract a lot of straight guys and stuff. Like that's literally kind of like the majority of like the attention that I get is from straight men and stuff. I don't really particularly, like, I don't know like for sure why that happens a lot, but what I can probably guess, and from what I've observed and stuff, is that because it usually like the interest, because I'm bisexual, right? And so it's kind of like whenever, I guess, like guys especially and stuff kind of like are made aware of that and stuff, I guess it's just kind of like, from what I've observed and stuff, it seems to be that it kind of makes them think about the concept of being with another guy and stuff, you know, seeing another bisexual male and stuff, and seeing them, you know, be as authentic as they are and stuff, which I mean, like, you know, I try to be authentic and stuff, but it's kind of weird for me to just kind of just talk about myself as if I'm like this, But it's basically, it's, I feel like it's kind of like they see me as like kind of like an example and stuff, and and it makes them feel that maybe it's possible to just be themselves and stuff, but also be interested in men. Like, maybe it's not that bad. Maybe it's something that I actually could consider. Maybe it's something that I actually could discover more about and stuff and whatever. And then, kind of through those experiences that I've had with a lot of straight men and stuff, like, what I've kind of learned about love and stuff through all of that is that really, honestly, love has no bounds and stuff. It's not restricted to like male or female and stuff. Like, it's just simply not. It's love is love and stuff. And really the only thing that's holding back men, especially and stuff, like, is just the fact that our world, our culture and stuff like that, so many cultures and stuff kind of like condemn this idea of like, just same-sex relationships and stuff to like a really weird degree whenever you think about it and stuff. Like, are you really just going to disown your whole child just because they're gay? Like, you're really just going to kick them out on the street just because of that? Like, it's like, are you insane? Like, I'm just like saying, like, I mean, like, feeling some type of way about it, but fucking just kicking them out on the street, what the fuck, bro? Anyway, so I mean, anyway, it's what I'm what I'm getting at is, I think what I've discovered and stuff, because I've seen what I've seen and stuff, is that it just kind of like, if we didn't have these kind of constructs and stuff that just kind of like built this needless, like, these needless barriers, or like these self-imposed restraints and stuff that we've like constructed as a society as like correct and stuff for whatever reason, and if those didn't exist, then I feel like a lot more people would be living a lot more authentically in their lives. Because what I've seen is that it seems like a lot of these straight guys, it seems like they want to explore that side of themselves. It seems like they want to see what that's about. It seems like they are curious about it. It seems like they want to, like, there's something adventurous about it and stuff, something new, something different and stuff, and something that feels like, just exciting, just because it's like, something that they haven't tried before and stuff. But for a lot of guys and stuff, like, and I'm saying guys because, like, a lot of the time, like, women are a little bit more like accepting and supportive of each other and stuff. So I just feel like with men and stuff, like with men especially, like the concept of like liking other men and stuff, like, it's definitely like more of a hard topic and stuff. So but it just, that's what it kind of opened my eyes up to and stuff, is just like I feel like we just have kind of like these like self-imposed restraints on ourselves that don't actually need to be there and stuff. And if we just I just feel like if a lot more people kind of like just let go of those restraints and stuff and just allowed themselves to be, allowed themselves to love, allowed themselves to connect and stuff, and nurture and cherish and stuff, and like just without any like bounds and whatnot, then I feel like you'd see a lot more people in happier relationships. You probably would see a lot of straight men turn out to be bisexual, because for a lot of men and stuff, especially, for whatever reason, like, just the idea of being, like, a lot of men don't even consider bisexuality like a thing and stuff. Like, they don't. Like, it's like, if you like, girls, you're straight, but if you have any interest in men at all, then you are just gay. You are gay. Like, And it's just like anything like you. There's no way that you can just like both men and women. If you like have any interest in men at all of your interest in women is completely invalid now and stuff. You were just gay, and that's crazy, right? So, anyway, right now I'm kind of just like really trying to work on myself, and you know, I think that I have a lot of options and stuff, but it's just kind of like with those options, I guess I always have this thing where I don't want to hurt anybody. Like I just don't want to hurt anybody and stuff, and so I guess that's why I'm kind of like really like kind of cautious about who I kind of share my deeper feelings with and stuff, because for me and stuff, like I just see that as so sacred and stuff, and I just want to make sure that I'm sharing that kind of energy with the right person and stuff, because I've definitely shared that kind of energy with the wrong people in the past, and I don't want to do that again. So, and at the same time, and I don't want to hurt anyone. I don't want to break hearts. I don't want to like get into something and stuff with someone, and then I guess I just don't want to get into something with someone and then like end up hurting them, because like well, I mean, just because like I'm interested in this other person, or like don't want to like uh I don't want to like actually be in a relationship and stuff. Like I just kind of want to like have fun and stuff, or like because you know, like for me and stuff, like I know that there's like that still that kind of like attachment there and stuff, and it's just kind of like I don't I don't want to start something and then just like not fully go through with it, you know. So, and maybe that doesn't make any sense. Maybe I'm just kind of being like, but yeah. And then there's one particular guy at the moment that I'm kind of stuck on in a sense, but I'm not really sure where that's going at the moment. But who knows? But yeah, that's kind of, I guess that's kind of where I'm at and stuff. Like I guess I don't really like talk about my story, you know, um, a lot and stuff, and very rarely am I this vulnerable and stuff, especially with the whole straight guy thing and stuff, because I just feel like that's kind of, it's kind of frowned upon and stuff, like in a lot of spaces and stuff, because it's like they're not gay. Like, so like why are you, but the thing is, it's like it's not me coming on, they're coming on to me and stuff, like it's not um so there's that. So I mean that uh I feel like this is so weird to talk about. Oh my gosh, I'm being so vulnerable and people are going to judge me. But that is my story. So I want to embrace that, I guess. I don't want to run away from it. So that is my story. And right now I'm still kind of trying to figure it out, but I'm also trying to figure myself out too. And, you know, whatever does enter or flow into my life right now and stuff, I just want it to be nice and loving and easy and just free, adventurous, serene. Just something good, you know? That's where I'm at right now. So, yeah. I guess guess that's everything.